Because I can't have ears in the car. You know, because I'm a bunny. Bunny ears. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Little Desi. I just had to sign out and make this a adult-friendly live because, I have to be honest with myself. Maybe my content is not appropriate for children, and that's okay. I understand. I get it. I'm not, in the big leads with the big leads, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I'm big, though. I'm big, though. Call me big little, call me big daddy, yeah. Um, man, so many things that, I want to say. Like today I woke up and I was just thinking about all the things that I wanted to do. And I learned, oh my God, yo, when I tell you my head was itching so bad last night, bruh, all I could think was, I gotta get to the back of my scalp. So anyway, I've been dealing with something going on with my stomach and I don't know what it is, but yesterday it was so bad that I almost passed out. I have a very sensitive body. So like when I went to the dentist, they had to do a test on me because I guess apparently I have this bacteria, this abscess and other things going on in my mouth. So um, they had to do this test on me where they took this poking a tinsel instrument and they stuck it into my gums, and oh my God, it like triggered something in my mind. Like it was so weird. So anyway, long story short, you know, it happened. It was a exhausting experience, but I did get approved from the income I need to get the treatment that I need. You know, like they're gonna have to go in and they're gonna take this crown off, and then they're gonna clean it out because they think that they didn't get all of the something was left in or not. It wasn't cleaned out all the way, so it's causing me to have an abscess to grow on the side of my gum. So, and then here, something about this. This has to go, and they want to put a implant over here so I can be able to chew. So it's like, bro, shit is real when you really like when you really think about your health and you think about what you need to do for yourself. Yeah, you gonna do it. I'm like, I see what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and I know it's gonna work for me. I just know it is because I'm a hard worker. I'm motivated. Yesterday, yo, I ate Chinese food again. I'm like, why am I eating Chinese food twice? And then I went to the gym and I didn't go in the gym, so I was thinking like, yo, what's up with me, Where y'all at? Tap that like button, please. Please tap the like button. Man, I remember when I was a little girl, and my mom would take us. No, so we just moved to Lawton, Oklahoma, and we've been there for a while. For a while then, and I remember how when we would walk to the grocery store to get groceries, and we would have to take the shopper carts from the grocery store to get the food home. I remember we used to push those carts all the way to our house, and then I remember how me and my brother would get inside the shopping cart, and we would like push each other around in it till the wheels broke. This is a new day, right? Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. You know, sometimes we can let fear make us feel like we can't. It can put so much inside of you. You know, make you not want to go nowhere, make you not want to move or speak. Just stay comfortable, but you're not supposed to be comfortable. You're not supposed to stay comfortable. You're not supposed to do that, because if you're doing that, that means that you are settling. If you're not putting yourself in places where you got to be challenged to break out of your normalism, then what are you doing? I had a dream. Or was it not a dream? But I saw my book. It was like a spell check dictionary. It's orange and white. It's like really small. And I seen that book and something into like it was telling me, it was calling to me. Can words on pages call to you? You know? Can things call to you like words written down, you know? A part of me so badly didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose the man that I loved, but he didn't love me. And I didn't want to be embarrassed. So instead of me just accepting for what it was, I just held on to it. And even with that shopping cart, like the whole story about the shopping cart, like I don't think y'all heard me about the shopping cart. But when I was a kid, my mom and me and my brother would go to this grocery store. I'm sure people know Save a Lot. We would go to Save a Lot in Lawton, Oklahoma. And it was like right down the street from our house or whatever. And I remember we would walk there. I remember as a little girl, I used to skip a lot. I would skip. I just like to skip and just be in the sun and, just being outside with my family, just skipping. And we would go to the store and my mom would buy all these groceries or whatever and we put it in the shopping cart. We didn't have a car at the time, so we would take the shopping carts and we would push it all the way back to the house and we would keep those shopping carts, you know, when we were kids, that was our toy. Like us kids, we would take the shopping cart, we would get inside it, push each other down the streets, race each other. Like we was at the point where we was going to the store and taking shopping carts just to race each other. Like, but it's like that. Like we played with them so long till the wheels fell off, till they got broken and all that. You know, but today for me is like a day of discovery for real. Because like I never stood up for myself. I mean, I stood up for other people, but I never stood up for me. And I feel like the reason why I was like that is because I'm tough. That's what I told myself. I was like, man, I'm so tough. I am so tough. That's what I tell myself. But I realize you have to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, how can you take care of other people? Right? So I went to Barnes and Nobles and I went and I bought this book. It was about balance. And I looked at the book, and the book was teaching me. It was like what was it? Like a textbook. Like you could write in your aspirations or your thoughts or whatever. It would ask you questions and stuff like that. And I looked at the book, and I realized like these things are important because it was saying how you gotta have love, you gotta have fun. You have to have your work, but you don't like the stuff that was, in the book. I was just like, okay, like I get it. It's all good. But anyway, I just know one thing. I was just like, I used to break my mother's cigarettes when I was a child. I would break her cigarettes and I would, because I didn't want her smoking. You know what I mean? And because I wanted her to live long. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm a bunny. I'm a bunny if you didn't know. I got my ears. My ears can't fit in the car. So I'm a bunny. But anyway, I just know that right now I feel like I'm making choices that are like surreal. Like they're really big choices. I get it. Like, oh my gosh, I get it. You know, I get it. Sometimes you think places that are safe aren't safe, and places that are safe are safe. I just know that I'm trying to make the best decisions for myself right now. And it's like hard. It's so hard because it's like I know that there's two ways that my life can go. You know what I mean? Like it's two ways that my life can really go. It could either go up or just completely elevate. There's no failure here. I'm letting, like, man, my car is dirty. So I know that today I said that I was going to clean it. I'm going to do that because I want to master everything about me that I want to do. Anyway, y'all not even listening. There's nobody even here. I'm about to get off. Y'all, I'm getting off. Y'all don't even care if I'm on. Oh, one person. I'm about to get off because, like, I'm just talking to this one figure being that I see. I'm gonna get off because y'all be playing. I bet. Y'all think I'm playing? I'll get off for real. And then I won't get back on. Ever again. Ever again. Two people? Really though? Y'all annoying me. Y'all know y'all love me. Hi. What's up, y'all? What's good? It's your girl, Lil Desi. What's up? Thank you for joining my live. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, blessed day. I know I am. I'm sitting in the Range Rover right now. I just was talking about some things, you know what I mean? Okay. So people just dip. They just leave in the middle of a conversation. Like, that's so weird. Why does she think she blocked? So crazy. I can tell you right now, um, for real, like, I honestly want to be everything that it is that I am. I don't know what's really happening in my life right now besides me getting where I want to be. I just was like, okay, yo, I'm gonna start going live on YouTube. Let's see how YouTube go. Because it was doing really good over on TikTok. I would have almost 9,000 people watching me on live. So it was like, I remember I hit 1,000 likes. Some shit. My life has been sheltered. I was sheltered. Every person I ever met. Good morning. I'm sorry. I said good morning. He probably heard me. Oh, okay. Oh. You know, I realized something about myself. I realized that I really was dealing with something within myself, and I didn't even realize it was starting to come out as a reflection. I kind of feel like, I always bit my tongue, you know, I always bit my tongue because I was raised in a household where you don't talk about what goes on behind closed doors. You feel me? Everything I ever wanted, man, I got. It's the truth. Me and my family, we was living in poverty. We really was. We really was. We were in poverty. That we were struggling every day. My mother, I don't know what she was doing. She was just, trying to do the best she can, I guess. But, nobody's perfect. You know what's so crazy to me? Everything I ever wanted, yo, I got. And my mom even said that. She's like, you get everything that you want, and that scares me. I guess it was just because I was just, humble. I remember, I remember I was in Garfield. I went to school in Garfield called Garfield Elementary in Lawton, Oklahoma, and they had like a show and tell thing. No, they had like a little contest thing where you got to sell candy, and we selling candy and everything. And you had to make a certain amount of numbers, and I was selling like Snickers and all that. I was selling mad candy, and I was selling them by the boxes. My mom was selling them. She was selling that John. She was getting bank. She was selling it. Ooh, she was selling it. But it's so crazy, yo. I won. I won the money for I won money and I won a gift. I won this really cool phone. I would never forget it. Like it was like you could see the insides of it, like kind of like the anatomy, you know. And anyway, I guess in a way, do you guys think I'm insecure? Like, what do y'all think of me? Because maybe my actions do say I'm insecure. Maybe I don't know the signs of insecurity, or maybe I don't know the signs of a confidence woman, but I just know, like, like, I can be, little Desi and not have to tell the world who I am, and I just be fine with that. To be honest, I think making a new family because, I always wanted a family that was going to love me and treat me right. With being told that I have learning disabilities and with learning and been through what I've been through, I honestly believe like I could have signs of insecurity. I mean, there's times where I can't look at them. I can look at them, but I don't want to look at them for too long because it's like, what do you really want? You know? Anyway, it's cold outside. I'm about to go back inside. I dressed up like a bunny. You know, I know that this is going to be worth everything that I'm doing. Like, I don't know where I am sometimes. Like, I don't know where I am sometimes. I just know that something inside of me makes me want to be great. And it's like I'm living two lives. It's like I'm hiding. Like I'm hiding away because I don't want no one to see me. Like all of this is really, it really is just a facade. Like, you know, I get lonely and I get bored and I don't want to go out there in the world and party and do all these things because, you know, I'm focused on, you know, getting money. You know, I love how money shows up in my life and how money, you know, surprises me and how everything happens the way it happens. Like, you know, to be able to pay my bills and to be responsible with with the money that I receive. So I'm just very grateful that I do the things that I do, and honestly, like I cannot deny how procrastination has been a big part of a lot of right now. Like I know that if I go this route and I know that if I take this journey that I'm saying something to myself. I'm saying something to God, and I'm saying something to you, you know. I just I just been I don't believe it, but it's just like the mindset that I have, you know, it really wasn't a good mindset. You know, and it took, you know, someone that was a stranger to tell me that. And I'm glad it, you know, that happened because now I can reevaluate myself and I can reinvent myself. My future girl looks great in sunglasses. Thank you. You want to buy me another pair? You know, I like red. Red is good. But yeah. Um, it can't change. Nothing can change if you don't allow change to come into your life the way it needs to. And sometimes it really is just your mindset because I think when we are used to having nothing, used to feeling like nothing, used to being told you were nothing, oh yeah, it's easy to mess up the flow. But I know that I have to make the best decisions for myself. And I know how many times I tell myself, like, yo, that's right, don't give up on you. Don't give up on you. You cannot give up on you. You know what giving up looks like. I do, bro. I know what it looks like. Like I've seen it so many times. I've seen it in my family. I've seen it in my own parents. I've seen it. I've seen it. And I'm really, really working hard because, you know, not for nothing. I was even told by a doctor that I was not a good person. But how am I not a good person? You know? How am I not a good person? Look, this the only thing I can say is I am a person who came up in the hood. I used to sell candy to kids in my high school. I remember I remember my mom, bro. Oh my god. I remember we moved into this beautiful house in Heritage Lane, 2813 Northeast Heritage Lane. And that house was that was the best house we ever had. And it was so, like, where we were at, we were literally living across the street from the judge. Like, but anyway, we were living across the street by the judge. And it was a really nice neighborhood. It was nice. It was great. Hey, Ozzy. You okay? That's Ozzy. He just said that. Yeah. I'm trying to process things right now. Really am. It's a lot of stuff happening. A lot. I just, you know, it's so funny. I just want to sit in the dark for a second. Oh my god, is this like emo stuff? Oh, feel emo. Well, we're going in Halloween, so it goes to the theme, I guess. I'm a bunny, so. I think I'm gonna take. Wait and. Y'all like my costume? I am a bunny. Hi, boys. It's Bunny Des. Bunny Des. Ooh, yes. Yes, guys. Yes. I went there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God. I feel that's all I feel. Alright guys, so I have some snacks. I went to Five Below and I got some snacks. I got the bottle caps because you know, if you ain't bottle capping, what you doing? Yeah. Must. I got the salt and vinegar Lay's because I know the difference between salt. Am I saying salt? I know the difference between salt and sugar. Okay. Okay. Me love, me love, me love. Me love. I might have one right now. Just because I'm really too small. It's crazy because the dentist told me my teeth were healthy. I got these. These are new. These are the berry clouds. Cloud trauma. The grape is good. So sweet. Honestly, it tastes just like the watermelon, but it's got cloud on it. Alright, I'm gonna do this. I gotta have my snacks. Snacky snack. if you was curious. Heavenly. Alright. I need to know something. Everybody makes it sound like I'm gonna like die or something. I'm like, what you did to me, like what you did. I don't know. I'm trying to feel where it is with my life I'm in. Like, what did I do? Is that an investment? We're about to make a big investment. And it's a yes, do it. Because whatever you've been fighting and pushing against, it's a yes. Do it. Back to the basics. You want to know something crazy? Me making an investment with trust people? What? Oh my god. Okay. From stocks and bonds to ETFs and manual funds, an internal and external guide to building a portfolio and pro table. Okay. Here we go. Your investment. In many parts of the world, life's basic necessities, food, clothing, shelter, taxes, consume the entirety of people's meager earnings. Although some Americans do truly struggle for basic necessities, the bigger problem for other Americans is that they consider just about everything. Eating out, driving new cars, hopping in airplanes for vacations. To be necessary, cars, hopping on airplanes. However, I believe investing, that is putting your money to work for you, is a necessity. If you want to accomplish important personal and financial goals, such as owning a home, starting your own business, well, helping your kids through college, retiring, comfortability, and so on, and must you know how to invest well, right? Right, we gotta know how to invest, duh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Simply, okay. Simply stated, investing means you have money to put away for the future use. You can choose from tens of thousands of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds in exchange for traded funds and other investments. Unfortunately, for the invoice, now knowing the name of the investment is just the tip of the iceberg. Underneath each of these investments lurks a, a veritable mountain of details, vital mountain of details, okay? However, making the wise investments need not to take a lot of your time. If you know where to get high quality information and you purchase well managed investments, you can leave the investment management to the experts. Then you can do. Then you can do the work you're best at and have more free time for the things you really enjoy doing. This chapter identifies the major investments and outlines the strengths and weaknesses of both. This is chapter 2, by the way, if you was curious. I made an investment. You make investments. I'm an investment. Ownership. Ownership. You're coming from out of this with ownership. Ownership investments. If you want your money to grow faster than the rate of inflation over the long term, and you don't mind a bit of roller coasters ride from time to time in your investments, values, ownership investments are for you. Ownership investments are those investments where you own and invest in some companies or other assets, such as stock, real estate, or small businesses that has the ability to generate revenue and profits. Observing how the world's riches have built their wealth is enlightening. Not surprisingly, many of the champions of wealth around the globe, granted their fortunes largely through owning a piece of or all of a successful company that they or others built. In addition to owning their own businesses, many well-to-do people have built their best eggs by investing in real estate and stocks and markets with softening houses prices in many regions in the late 2000s. Some folks newer to the real estate world incorrectly believe that real estate is a loser, not a long-term winner. Likewise, the stock market goes through down periods that does well over the long term. If you understand, are comfortable with the risk, take sensible steps to diversity. You hold a variety of investments. Ownership investments are the key to building wealth. For most folks, to accomplish typical long-term financial goals such as retiring, the money they have and invest needs to grow at the healthy clip. If you keep all your money in the bank accounts that pay little, if any, interest, you are likely to fall short of your goals. Dang. I didn't know that. That's what y'all saying, huh? Dang, I didn't know that. Well, there you go. If you are putting your money in a bank that has a higher interest for your revenue, for your generated money that goes into that bank, guess what? You're losing. You're losing. Make sure that your investments are making sense. Math ain't mathing. Chapter 4. Back to the basics. Investing. Not everyone needs to make his money grow, of course. Suppose you inherit a significant sum or maintain a restrained standard of living and work well into your old age simply because you enjoy doing so. In this situation, you may not need to take the risks involved with pointedly faster growth investments. You may be more comfortable with safer investments, such as paying off your mortgage faster than necessary. Chapter 3 helps you think through such issues. Wonder we should go on and cover him. Good thing my mom took care of my teeth when I was a child. So good. So good. This is good. Okay. Shall we continue? I think so. Stocks, which are shares of ownership in company, are an example of an ownership investment. If you want to share in the growth and profits of companies like Sneakers footwear, is that say Sneakers footwear, you can. You simply buy shares of their stock through a broker's firm. However, even if Sneakers make money in the future, you can't guarantee that the value of the stock will increase. Some companies today sell their stock directly to investors, allowing you to bypass brokers. You can also invest the stocks via a stock mutual fund or an exchange traded fund, where a fund manager decides which individual stock to include in that fund. It's so funny how your talent might be what you think you're weak at. I just ate all this candy. Unhealthy. But keep going. Keep going. Chapter 5. Your investment choices. If you practice some simple lessons, such as making regular and systematic investments and investing in proven companies and funds while minimizing your investment expenses and taxes, you should make decent returns in the long term. However, don't expect that you can best beat the market. And you certainly can't beat the best professional money managers at their own full-time game. This book shows you time-proven, non-gimmicky methods to make you money grow in the stock market. Okay, let's talk about it. Can we? Oh, we're talking about it because I'm putting stuff down. We're talking about it. Listen. Do you know how many people say, oh, real estate? Real estate is a great way of investing your money and generating more money. Okay. Why? Why do you think that investing in real estate is going to get you more money? That is going to be beneficial. Now, yes, real estate is a good way to invest. Okay? But you have to look at it too. Realistically, the times that we're living in is changing. Like the real estate is having a hard time selling properties because right now they're selling them over price value. The cost of living has changed. People are not wanting to buy houses anymore. We got suburbs, we got people moving in apartments, condos, and even condos are going up. So how? Why? Right? You're buying property that you still going to have mortgage on. You still have back taxes on. There's still things that need to be creditable to that property. So if you're paying all of this money and you're investing into other properties, how much money are you really investing into this house? You can double it, yes. But you're going to also have to find a way to bring down the rate value. Because if you don't bring down the rate value, what are you going to get? You're going to sell that house over $300,000 $1 million. Just saying. Man, all my candy gone. I'm mad now. I get to celebrate to eat candy because I went to the dentist yesterday. I love my life. Oh my gosh. Okay. Real estate. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about real estate. Okay. People of varying economic means build wealth by investing in real estate. Okay. Owning and managing real estate is like running a small business. You need to satisfy customers, your tenants, right? Manage your costs, keep an eye on the competition, and so on. Some methods of real estate investing require more than others, but many are proven ways to build wealth. If you're invested into this type of ownership investment, pick up my rack to the basic. Okay. Pick up my Back to the Basics Real Estate Investing book. So this book is by Eric Tyson. Okay. If you want to know more about the book, there is another book, but this one is for the real estate investing book. So I'm going to probably get that book because I'm curious. I'm curious. I want to know. What up? Hi. Welcome to Little Desi's teaching of, and oh my God, I'm stuck to my investing. Great. Let's keep going. Okay. So, wait a second. Okay. Now, I know you guys have been hearing me talk about, if you haven't, I want you to know that I, Little Desi, I am wanting to start my own business. And, it's, let me tell you, the starting the business process is literally weird. Why is it private number? I am not North Carolina. Why are all these people calling me from all these places? Okay. Let's get back into it. So, small business. Some people hit investing, Some people hit investing home runs by owning or buying businesses. Unlike the part-time nature of investing in the stock market, most people work full-time at running their business, increasing their chances of doing something big financially with them. If you try to invest in individual stock by contrast, you are likely to work at it part-time, competing against professionals who invest particularly around the clock. Even if you devote almost all your time to managing your stock portfolio, you're still passive bystander in business runs by others. When you invest in your own small business, you are the boss. In addition to the potential for becoming a financially successful entrepreneur, many small businesses owners enjoy the non-financial rewards, including the challenge and the fulfillment of operating a successful business. Wow. I could talk about business all day. I really can. Okay. All right. Suppose, like most people, you keep some money in your local bank, most likely in the checking account, but perhaps also in a savings account or certificate of deposit, CD. No matter what type of bank account you place your money in, you are lending your money to the bank. How long and under that condition you lend money to your bank depends on the specific bank and account that you use. With a CD, you commit to lend your money to the bank for a specific length of time, perhaps 6 months or even a year. In return, the bank probably pays you a higher rate of interest than if you put your money in a bank account, offering you immediate access to the money. You may demand termination of the CD early. However, you will be penalized. As I discussed in chapter 7 and 8, you can also invest your money in bonds. Another type of lending investment. When you purchase a bond that's been issued by the government or a company, you agree to lend your money for a predetermined period of time and receive a particular rate of interest. A bond may pay you a present interest over the next 10 years. For example, an investor's return from lending investments is typically limited to the original investment plus the interest payments. If you lend your money to sneakers through one of the bonds that matures in say 10 years and sneakers triples size over the decade, you won't share its growth. Seekers, stockholders, and employees reap the rewards of the company's success. But as a bondholder, you don't simply get interest in the face value of the bond back at maturity. Many people keep too much of their money in lending investments, thus allowing others to reap the rewards of economic growth. Although lending investments appear safer because you know in advance that what return will receive, they aren't that safe. The long-term risk of these seemingly safe money investments is that your money will grow too slowly too slowly to enable you to accomplish your personal financial goals. That was a lot to read. So you can get enabled? I don't know. I just ate all of these. Fuck. Oh, I'm just sitting here eating mad candy, so that means I'm probably just going through a depression or something. Whatever. Make sure you hit that like button. Okay. Hello. Are you looking to invest? Thank you. Can you do me a favor? Can you tap that like button, please? With your fine self. Boo. Boo boo. Will you boo boo? Yeah, go ahead and tap that like button and maybe I can answer some of these questions. Because, why come and spend all your attention on me and not invest? Are you going to hit the like button? I mean, I can answer any of your questions. I just need some more participation. Participation, please. participate or exate. Back to it. Chapter 2. Investment risk and returns. Okay. Are you gonna tap the like button? So you're in. Okay. He was weird. Oh, because I don't know what you put. No, because I don't. Okay. Risk and returns. Investment risk and returns. Risk in the eye of the beholder. Many people base their perception of risk in large part of their experiences and what they've been exposed to. In doing so, they often freight about relatively small risks while overlooking much larger risks. In the world of investing, most folks worry about certain risks, some of which may make sense and some of which may not. But at the same time, they completely overlook or disregard others, more significant risks. The chapter focuses on a range of investments and the risk and expected returns. So, it says, evaluating risk. Everywhere you turn, risk exists. Some are just more apparent than others. Many people misunderstand risk. With increased knowledge, you may be able to reduce or conquer some of your fears and make more sensible directions about reducing risk. Although some people like to live life to its fullest and take fun risks, how else can you explain mountain climbers, paratherists, and bungee jumpers? Most people seek to minimize risk and maximize enjoyment in their lives. The vast majority of people also understand that they'd be a lot less happy living in a life in which they sought to eliminate all risk, and they likely wouldn't be able to do so anyway. Likewise, if you attempt to avoid all the risks involved in investing, you likely won't succeed and you likely won't be happy with your investment results and lifestyle. In the investment world, some people don't go near stocks or any investment that they perceive to be volatile. As a result, such investors often end up with loosely long-term returns and expose themselves to some high risk that they overlooked, such as the risk of having inflation and taxes erode the purchasing power of their money. You can minimize but never eliminate risk. Some methods of risk reductions aren't palatable. palatable, palatable, because they reduce your quality of life. Risks are often composed of several factors. The sections that follow explain the various types of investment. Risks reveal proven methods you can use to simply reduce these risks while not missing out on the update that growth investments offer. Market value risk. Although the stock market can help you build wealth, most people realize that it can also drop substantially by 10, 20, or 30% or more in a relatively short period of time after peaking in 2000 US stocks as measured by the large company S&P 500 index dropped about 50% by 2002. Stocks on the NASDAQ, which is heavily weighted towards technology stocks, plunged more than 76% from 2000 through 2002. After many years, multi-years rebound, stocks peaked in 2007 and then dropped sharply during the financial crisis of 2008. Peak to the bottom. U.S. and global stocks dropped by 50+%. In a mere 6 weeks from mid-July 1998 to early September 1998, large company U.S. stocks fell about 20%. An index of smaller company U.S. stocks dropped 33% over a slightly longer period of 2.5 months. You may want to keep all your money in the bank. After all, you know you won't lose your money. You won't have to be a non-stop warrior. But just letting your money sit around would be a mistake. If you pass up the stock market simply because of the potential market value risk, you miss out on a historic time tested method of building substantial wealth. Instead of seeing deadlines and market corrections as horrible things, view them as potential opportunities or sales. Try not to give into the human emotions and often scare people away from buying something that others seem to be shunning. Later in the chapter 1 shows you the generous return that stocks have historically provided. The following section suggests some simple things you could do lower your investing risk and help prevent your portfolio from suffering a large fall. Diversity for stability. If you worry about the health of the U.S. economy, the government, and the dollar, you can reduce your investment risk by investing overseas. Most large U.S. companies do businesses overseas, so when you invest in larger U.S. company stocks, you get some international investment exposure. You can also invest in international company stocks, ideally via mutual investment, and international company stocks, ideally via funds and exchange traded funds. See Chapter 9 and 10. Of course, investing overseas can't totally protect you in the event of a global economic catapults. Consider your time horizon. Consider the time horizon. Investors who worry that the stock market may take a dive and take their money down with it need to consider the length of time that they plan to invest. In a 1 year period in the stock and bond markets, a wide range of outcomes can occur. History shows that you lose money about once in every 3 years that you invest in the stock bond markets. However, stock markets investors have made money approximately 2/3 of the time over a year period. Although the stock market is more volatile than the bond market in the short term, stock market investors have earned, I'm getting sleepy, earn far better long-term returns than bond investors have. See the stock returns section later in this chapter for details. Why? Because stock investors bear risks that bond investors don't bear, and they can reasonably expect to be compensated for those risks. Remember, however, that bond generally out outperforms bank accounts. History has shown that the risk of a stock or bond market fall because less of a concern the longer that you plan to invest. Figure 2 to 1 shows that as the holding period for owing stocks increase from 1 year to 3 years to 5 years to 10 years and then to 20 years, there's a greater likelihood of seeing stocks increase in value. In fact, over any 20-year time span, the U.S. stock market, as measured by the S&P 500 index of larger company stocks, has never lost money even after you subtracted the effect of inflation. Most stock and market investors are concerned about the risk of losing money. Figure 2 to 1 clearly shows that the key to minimizing the probability that you will lose money in stocks is to hold them for the longer term. Don't invest in stocks unless you plan to hold them for at least 5 years, and preferably a decade or longer. 1 year U.S. stock average annual returns for different holding prices. I'm exhausted. I'm a bunny. All right. That was me reading about that. And now I'm going to continue to eat candy. I'm really like, today is kind of like for me, just like how I just think everything is just, I made a decision, right? I read you out. Oh, I found it. This is the book I had the vision of. Spell check. Why do I need this book? I don't know. I swear that's the book I saw in my bed. I was like, man, okay. Let's see what words are misspelled. You know what? Gather your energy and go away within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms rather than trying to force yourself to keep peace in external cues. Commit to your own mutual timing and peace as you ground and connect to your center. You will realize your spiritual power to be a cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. Reaching inspired spiritual heights requires commitment to developing powerful deep roots and mature creative offering. Takes longer to produce than that which is ephemeral and swiftly simply by whatever is next. To embrace the practice, the patience required for such building, surrender the needs of immediate gratification. We must become so confident in the authenticity and the value of our process that we are not in need of external evidence to blister our courage. We can enjoy validation along the way, but must not turn away if it is absent for a time, especially if those around us appear to be moving faster. With or which confidence and courage, we will be able to deepen and slow our breath and our restless nature and allow for the inner workings of our souls to manifest beautiful healing magic. This oracle asks you to ground yourself, believe in your potential, commit to your path, and be patient so great things can happen for you. Although the flash of stunning insight happens in an instant, it follows a complex orchestration of purification and preparation. There is genius in patience and perseverance. They are the hallmarks of nature. One game of breathtakingly diverse creative display. When we emerge ourselves in the scared feminine wisdom that underpins Mother Nature's rapturous creativity, we live differently. We allow ourselves not to know what is coming next, to not need to have the entire picture before we trust things we are going to work out. We use our power to attune and allow rather than to direct and demand. We shift from ego to soul, and in doing so, can embody our divine potential. This article asks you to trust in what it is happening in your life. It doesn't need to make sense in order for you to benefit from it. Acetylcholine brain waves are extremely slow and their frequency is lower than confidential equipment can measure. They are indicative of the way of the brain operates outside of the usual modes of thinking. As a per the dedicates of mass consciousness and I don't know what that is. State. The brain matches its lowest and lowest oscillations between 0.5. I just ate all this candy. Hi guys. Oh my goodness, there's a scripture in here. There's three scriptures. I want to read these. It says Luke 1, 3 and 7. For with God nothing shall be impossible. Matthew 6 and 33. Breakthrough. Supernatural protection. Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is my heritage of the servants of the Lord, and the righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Joshua 24 and 15. And if And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, rather the gods with your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Armates in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. Psalms 1 and 7, verse 20. He sent his word and held them and believed from their, I don't know this word, disturbed. Psalms 23 and 5. Thou prepareth a table before me in thy presence of thine enemies. Through anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Psalms 1 and 3. Who saith the mouth with who sacrificeth the mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. Why am I having a hard time? James 1 and 5. I don't know. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberty and upbraideth not, and it shall be. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, the thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. I'm just looking at the stuff because it's in the box. What else we got in here? With brave wings, she flies. Butterflies to me are reminders of angels are present. Today is my niece's birthday party, and I drove from Maine to not miss it. I want my family to see my growth and how you have blessed me, God. I ask you, God, to please stay with me throughout my life. I truly need you, Lord, every second, every minute. You are my best friend. I receive the call you have for my life. Thank you for renewing of my mind, soul. You are everything to me, and without you, I am nothing. I am loved by you, Lord, and loved by my family. I am rich, a celebrity, famous, abundant. I am grateful, happy, blessed, stable, accomplished. I am enough, balanced, joyful, and caring. I am honest, forgiving, creative, God's daughter, intelligent, moving forward, business orientated, a good friend, a good sister, a good aunt, a good woman. I am masculine, I am feminine. I am God's creation. I am healthy. I am pleasant. I am good. Everything that I've prayed for has been answered to be a celebrity / famous, to go viral on every social media site. I will move to LA and live in safe area. Everyone will know Desiree Thompson. With brave wings she flies. Today the sun shines on my face. The sun shines on my faith. Faith, trusting that I am giving 100% of myself to God. People cannot hurt me ever. I am protected. I only do what God says yes to. Being 30 years old, I remember to the Lord my desires. I used to settle without realizing, but I can notice now how I was settling when I realized I wasn't being afraid that my true self wouldn't be accepted, but also wants to live a life where they can't be, where I can be myself. Look at me. It's hard sometimes when all you want in life is to do what is right, but that can't happen if you can't love yourself. God, I would like to ask you this better before doing it. Can I move to California after this contract, or will I have to wait? Today I worked so hard at Everett Center. I'm grateful my team was there. God, I pray for true love with the love of my life. Someone who is focused and hardworking like me. Sometimes I just want to write down my thoughts, but it's hard to sometimes write down the words. I honestly don't know how or what to say, but God, thank you for getting me through the day. I love you, Lord. I have a letter. I just found a letter. I just found a letter. I just found a letter. I wonder who it's from. Desiree, February 18, 2020, 24. Is this year? I think it is. It says, oh no, I can't read this. It's my writing. Nah, here we go. For a moment, I want to express my thoughts on paper. My words hold power, but my voice opened doors. All I ever wanted was to speak with intention, with love, and with passion. I chose to forgive. I chose to love by praying and asking God to open my heart again, and he did. Yellow with a divine light, and I chose to walk through that door knowing God is with me. And I fell in love all over again with a man I a man I met out my life. I don't know. When I saw him, he was wearing his work uniforms with black socks and slides on. The moment I felt him, now all I do is think of him, see him, dream of him, my loyalty and my faith in God. I am healed now, and I realize now why God led me back home. Is to realize I love Rico Lawala Henderson and that he loves me too. God, thank you for this blessing. On this day, I write what's on my heart, spirit, and mind. Sometimes I sing or dance actively, expressing myself. TikTok knows me. My impact and what happened right next. Right now in my life, I want to live out my dreams. So I invested in myself with accepting the 21 challenge boot camp with VIP Ignite. They've taken my money, and I know I am trusting in God. It really all seems unreal to me. VIP at night, Rico, my traveling nursing job, my life also. I dance. I drive a 2018 Range Rover. um, at 31 years old. God, I know uh, cars, smoke, doubt, and fear. If this is real, I will follow up. Am I famous? I'm going to marry Rico. Will I be a good stepmom? Please, God, help me understand this is done. God, please protect my family. Please, God, strength is my portion. God is the light in me. I'm ready. Everything is real. Wow. I cannot with me. Desiree, remember you are okay. Here's another message to myself. I ate all my candy. All I have is chips left. This is crazy. I don't know what to do, God. Hmm? Hmm. Desiree, remember you are protected today. You woke up to no messages from hubby, Reek. Instead, he posted a memory video on Snapchat of his kids. Then I got an email stated my car insurance has been canceled, which I managed to renew today, February. Has been news after news. Good news and more good news is coming. I can feel it. I didn't realize what was happening. I also got sponsored with the shop and have a, I don't know what the, I might have an interview with them tomorrow. All I know is it's a lot on live now, but I really want to pray and talk to God because this is a lot to take in all at once. I'm trying to figure out what I'm telling. It says, Desiree, Desiree, create a plan of action. San Diego is my first event with VIP from 7 to 10, from the 7th to the 10th of March. 3 days, I will work hard and learn to accept my new life. The 10th, I am contracted for North New Hampshire night shift until June 10th, 2024. June 5th, I have another event in Hollywood with VIP at night. With everything happening so fast in my life, I can't help but to feel open and are ready to just be happy. So many things are happening at once and fast. I feel that more than anything, suitcase, anything, suitcase I need to pack. I get ready to leave. I had a dream. God has shown me that this is your life. This is your life. Can't live in fear. You can't allow negative voices. This lesson has shown me not to trust man, but faith only in God. My story may be a bit challenging, but it's worth the wait right now. My profile account is putting money in my pocket. I've always sold. I always said I could do social media and be successful. Money is my portion by God, treasures from heaven. Beauty, healthy hair, skin, nails. I will not be misled. Sadness I will never feel again, just grace. God loves me so much. I will buy my own place, a penthouse with a garage, no more users, no more false love. Today I go with joy into this day. So many people try to belittle my dreams, laugh at my efforts every day. I know I have to grind and manage myself. It's hard when a lot of a lot is hitting you all at once, but right now it's about me. Nobody else. My mother gave enough love and protection she could. That I am grateful for. God showed me a dream of who she really is and what she enjoys doing, and it's not the casino, it's drugs. The worst mind. Then I saw me driving away, exploring the world on a mountain. It's true. I trusted bad people and good, but my lesson isn't trusting others, humans, but trust God. See, when everything started taking over my childhood life, God kept me safe right now as a 31-year-old woman. I had to realize how I've been treated by people I thought was for me. I would be successful, creative, happy, sexy, new babe, new body, new. I will not fear the past because it's already over. At this point, it's about me. I won't send money or anything unless God puts it in my heart today. I woke up with truth. To know it's time to go, I am ready. God, please give me the strength to work hard, to be honest, to remember my teachers who really took the time to help me. I never faked having a learning disability. I just let you heal me, God. how you saw fit. I couldn't read nor write, nor do math. My life was a fight ever since I came out my mother's womb. I still struggle with words, but but it's okay, God. Will change everything. I will be so smart with it. Comes to investing and managing will also be good at remembering, organizing, time management. I will know how to read. I will be able to speak with intention. I will be smart. I will be past my exam for AST. I will believe in God and promise. Rico LaValle Henderson will never leave my side again. I get angry with him because he's hot and cold sometimes. Wow, I'm really talking about him a lot. So I just try to push him out my life to protect myself. God, please bless this union when it is the right timing. I pray you over me in the blood in the blood. Dear God, I remember there was a time I wished on the moon to change my life from housing to from having to keep working as a nurse to be famous. God, I won't be so famous that people recognize me in places. I want to be so famous that people will recognize me in places I've never been or seen, because I want to be famous that I get to meet Beyonce, Rihanna, Mariah Carey, Jennifer Lopez. God, I want to be so famous that I can buy whatever my heart desires. God, I want to be famous that my name makes money. God, I want to be so famous that I am the highest paid celebrity and most admired. God, I love you. I thank you. I think about you a lot. Try to understand what's happening in my life, and what I see is grace, love, abundance. I'm adamant to be successful. Failure isn't my weakness, but my strength. God, I ask you to come with me on this path. Just promise, God, you will be with me no matter me. Nobody else is willing to come. Will you, God, go with me to San Diego? Will you help me have the money, God, for these events to open and never shut unless the money for these doors to open and never shut unless I'm willing into a bigger door. God, please improve everything about me. Amen. Oh my God, this book is crazy. Ugh. It's really crazy. I ate all my snacks. I cannot. Ah. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I've been out here long enough talking about stuff. But yes, I'm a bunny. Yep. I'm about to get ready for the day. I actually have to work tonight. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this live. If you're not following me, please follow me because I have these goals and I have these aspirations, and I know that I'm in it to win it. So, I mean, anybody going through the changes of life and understanding your Can you hear me now? Oh, so yeah. So what was I saying? Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally had it on mute. But yeah, so I ended up finding the key, and it was in the dryer. Yeah. Thank you, Askabum. I'm a bunny today. Bunny. But yeah, so I just want to encourage you to do everything that is in your part of your new life because it has to be done. It's part of you. Not spankings. But please, ask if you could do me a favor. Can you please tap that like button for me, please? I'm about to get off though because I've been on here for 2 hours just talking as a bunny. Ain't that something? All right. I'm getting off. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for watching.